In the energy filament theory, fields and particles are not two separate, completely different things, but rather two different expressions or forms that emerge from the same underlying energy sea. To begin, let's first imagine the sea vast, infinite, and tightly stretched. This represents the concept of a field. The field determines where the energy is tight, where it's loose, and in which direction the texture aligns or organizes itself. Picture this field like a live, ever-changing weather map, showing where high pressure, low pressure, and wind blows. But in the context of the energy sea, the wind and pressure are replaced by tension and texture. Now, if fields are the vast sea itself, what are particles? They are not simply small balls floating on the surface of the field, nor are they objects that are physically inserted into the vacuum of space. Instead, particles are knots or local structures formed by the sea itself. Picture this. You take your finger and quickly trace a circle on the surface of still water. The water forms a stable whirlpool, spinning in a specific direction. This whirlpool is entirely made of water, but you can point to it and say, here is something that is spinning in this spot. In the same way, particles are stable texture threads created in the energy sea. They are like loops that form naturally, and their rhythm is in sync with the overall rhythm of the sea. These particle-like threads remain intact for a long time, resisting dissipation. This is a crucial point to understand. Field refers to the overall state of the entire energy sea in any given moment. It represents the background of the cosmos, shaping everything we see. On the other hand, particles are like the emergent structures, the individual entities that appear within this background. Without a field, particles wouldn't have a place to exist. Much like a whirlpool cannot form without water. Without these structures or textures, the field would just be a flat, abstract map with no tangible properties. But here's where it gets even more interesting. These two aspects, the field and the particles, influence each other constantly. The field subtly dictates what kinds of structures can exist, and whether they remain stable or not. Particles, in turn, act like disruptive stones dropped into this sea. They sit there and, in doing so, they altered the surrounding fields. The sea, which is supposed to be calm, changes in response to the presence of particles. When you start to realize this relationship, it changes how you view many seemingly complex concepts. For example, when we hear terms like gravitational field, electric field, or magnetic field, we might imagine these as intangible forces. But in this framework, they are simply the global state of the energy sea, which governs the overall environment. When we talk about terms like electron, proton, or neutron, we are referring to the localized knots or structures that form within this sea, capable of holding their shape for an extended period of time. The field provides the foundation, the stage on which everything occurs, and the particles are the actors that appear on this stage, responding to the field's influence. In essence, all the complex phenomena we observe in the universe are just the result of the fields and the particles interacting within the same sea, dancing to the same rhythm. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.